What's going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at a pretty awesome case. It is the Inwin 805 Infinity. So let's go ahead and take a look. The 805 Infinity is the special edition of the original 805. So this is a mid-tower made up of aluminum and tempered glass side panels. The front of the case is where you're going to find that infinity mirror. Now, even when you don't have it turned on, it has a really cool reflective effect, and there are no optical drives on this case whatsoever. At the top of the case, you're going to find your I/O panel, which starts with a large power button. Then you have hard drive and power activity LEDs, two USB 3.0 ports, with one being a Type-C port, your HD audio connections, and then two more USB 2.0 ports. Each side panel is made of 3mm thick tempered glass, and it has a slight tint to it. Once inside, we can see that Inwin has gone with a very basic design that's also really open, which means installation should be pretty easy. Starting at the front of the case, we have a fan mounting that supports two 120 or two 140mm fans, as well as water cooling radiators up to 280mm. This entire panel can actually be removed for easy installation. As we move down, we come to the hard drive cage. Now, on top of the hard drive cage, you have a 2.5-inch SSD mount, and then there are two trays inside. Each tray supports both 2.5-inch and 3.5-inch hard drives. On the opposite side of the case, you'll find your power supply mounts, and it does have a slight cover that separates it from the rest of the case. Moving up, we have our expansion slots, and then of course we have our exhaust fan, which is the only fan included with this case, and it is a 120mm fan. Taking the opposite side panel off the case, we can see how the rest of the case is designed and set up. Also back here, you'll find three more SSD mounts, so that gives you a total of 6 hard drives you can install in this case. For those wondering about space behind the motherboard tray, there's just under an inch of space between the back of the motherboard tray and the rear of the case. Installation in this case is a breeze. I really didn't have any issues getting anything installed. Inwin includes quite a lot of cable tie downs as well as cable organizers, so you can keep the back of the case here nice and neat. Moving back over to the main part of the case, you can see we have an extremely clean build, which is going to make for a great airflow, and you can see not a lot of cable mess or anything like that. When you power your system on, you'll notice that the RGB LEDs might not turn on. This is because you're going to need to install Inwin's Halo software. The Halo software allows you to change colors, change different effects, and everything like that, and it's very easy to use. Of course, the showpiece of this case is the infinity mirror. It gives you the illusion that the RGB LEDs go on forever. Instead of me just talking about it, I'll let the video do the talking. Inwin's 805 Infinity is one of the most unique cases that we've seen. That infinity mirror on the front is just awesome. It's going to bring so much attention to your system. If you have it at home, if you bring it to a LAN party, if you have it at the office, this is going to definitely bring some attention. Now, one thing that's also really cool is that Inwin does include that second RGB strip, and of course that's linked up to the controller, so you can have the front doing what the inside of your case is doing, and that RGB strip pretty much lights up the entire inside of the case. So again, you have that awesome tempered glass side panel, so you can pretty much see everything that's going on in your system. Now, one thing that this case is lacking is cooling support. So there is only one included fan with this case, and the extra cooling options is just, if you want to do hardcore water cooling or something like that, you are quite limited. There's no cooling at all on the top of the case, and you only have the front and the bottom, and it is kind of limited there. So check back very soon on thinkcomputers.org as we'll have our full written review. Until next time, catch you guys later.